This oceanography unit was developed as part of the VISTA project, which is improving science teaching in the state of Virginia. And I spent the summer out at George Mason working on something that the kids could have a problem to solve that would cause them to be interested in learning everything they need to know about the ocean.
As the director of VISTA at George Mason University, it's really exciting for me to come into the classroom and see the teachers who learned about problem-based learning this summer use it in their classrooms.
What do we need to know, Nico?
We need to know, like, if there's any currents that push them here.
The turtles were originally going to Louisiana, and I noticed that the current goes up to Louisiana, so I think like that has something to do with the turtles going back to Virginia.
Driven by the trade winds, its origins lie in the Gulf of Mexico, from which it gets its name. It carries the tropical waters from the Florida Strait to the Great Banks of the New World.
After it's all labeled, call me and I'll come with the water, okay? Abby, you're next? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I really see it with the wind blowing.
It goes in a circle.
Yeah, and the walls are like the continent's edge.
Yeah, the continent's edge. So I think it is pretty important for us to be studying it, because if we keep polluting, then the ice caps, they'll melt into here, cooling the water down, which will stop the Gulf Stream.
But I'm wondering why it wouldn't bring them up either like further, because the current goes all the way along the eastern shore.
So they're methodically learning each of the things they need to know about the ocean in order to answer the questions to themselves about what it'll take to help the sea turtles survive, and then make their recommendations back to the state. Well, today was kind of exciting for all of the kids that have been involved in the Sea Turtle Project, because they got to present their culminating projects to an expert panel. And so they had a chance to present it to a retired scientist, to a professor from George Mason University, to someone from our Ed Center in the Science Curriculum Office, and the principal of our school. And the kids had worked together in small groups, choosing whether they were going to make a public service announcement, a pamphlet, a poster, and one group chose to make a PowerPoint.
We also can help sea turtles. So, how can we help sea turtles? We can pick up trash on the beach so turtles don't eat it. That's a big one.
When you gave us the actions that we needed to take to save the sea turtles, that was a very good list of actions, and I like that you explained why we needed to do those things. Not just do this, but why we needed to do it.
Well, on the inside we have two sections. One describes what's happening to the sea turtles, and the other flap describes how you can help the sea turtles.
I like the specifics of when I need to be on the watch, specifically June to November. I think it was a very good piece of information to have.
When I see this funny turtle, I say, oh, he looks friendly or she looks friendly. It makes me want to open it up and read more. And then Atlantis is a place of great mystery. So you've already hooked me as a reader.
Alert, alert, alert! Help the endangered sea turtles. The numbers are going down rapidly.
First, never ever litter or pollute the beach.
They may think the trash is food, but when they try to eat it, they choke and die.
Let me try. Do turn off lights at the beach or close your blinds. Don't hit sea turtles with speedboats.
Nom 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 nom! No! No!
Please help! A sea turtle's choking on the plastic.
Your humor was related to the sea turtles, so I'll remember the ad and I'll remember the actions I'm supposed to take when I remember the humor at the end.
I thought that was great. Really interesting, draws you in, you feed into, and then you got the picture of the turtle with the plastic bag in its mouth, and you're just sucked into that drama.
I thought it went well, and I think it was cool that we all kind of worked together to help save them, and that we might actually make a difference. It was a little nerve-wracking because you didn't know what they were going to say, if they were going to like it or not, but I think everyone was happy what the experts said.
I think it was helpful, so we got to know what to do better and how we could improve the next time we did it.
Everybody got to make a project, and then they got to show it to everybody, and we get to see what they did, and I thought that was very cool.
And in this case with the sea turtles, you could tell that the students were really involved in trying to find possible solutions to a real world problem that they experience and impacts them in their personal lives.
It's a nice opportunity for students to actually engage in the communication piece of science and being able to share what they're learning with the community.
The other great thing about this type of presentation for students is they get to experience what scientists and engineers do. When they do peer review, this is an authentic piece of that scientific and engineering process.
Each team did a good job summarizing things that people in Virginia could actually do to save these sea turtles.
For our next step, we're hoping to burn them to a DVD and send them down to the Department of Inland Fisheries along with the posters and the pamphlets to see if they can be useful.
It's nice to see that the kids are learning that science can be fun and exciting.
From my perspective, that's what it's all about, is making science something personable for kids, exciting for kids. And when you get the added benefit of having them work on a problem that does impact the environment globally or even just locally, I think it's just an incredible thing.